Okay, I just thought I'd pop on and say hi. I'm on holiday just now, and so not been online so very much. There's no Wi-Fi in the cottage that we're in, so I'm having to use my phone and my iPad, sort of their data, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I thought I'd pop on and say hi. It's been lovely weather, and I've even caught the sun a bit here. But been writing, been editing, getting on with my work. But just thought I would just have one of my little did you know type posts. Thinking about the series, the Reluctant Detective series, I think I might have mentioned before, I certainly did recently when I had an author event, and some of you might have seen a little bit of that. But when I originally wrote what's now the series, it was one book, and I sent it away, and a publisher's editor got, in fact 3 different publishers' editors got in touch with me, which was lovely, and they each said that what it was a series, and they wanted me to split it into a series. And I said, well, yeah, I started it as a series, but I thought that was the first book, and they didn't feel it was. They felt that I needed to make it into that one into 3 and go from there. So I did that. It was difficult. It took me a long time because I hadn't seen it that way, and it took me quite a while to get my head around it. But once I did, I'm glad I did it, because I think they were right. They suggested that I should concentrate in the first book, which is now Searching for Summer, on the fact that Summer goes missing and how Mirabelle copes with that and what she does with it, and how she then proceeds to start to search for Summer, and she also then gets finding other people and becomes known for finding other people, and that's how the agency started. And they felt that the first book should be the beginnings, really the very beginnings of that. Second book should develop the agency and other clients more, and the third book should round up the story that I had told all in one book. So that was how it came about, and as I say, I didn't actually find it easy to do at first because it's not the way my mind was going, but once I did I was pleased. But then I didn't send it back to them because quite a long time had passed, and I decided they also wanted me to change other things that I wasn't willing to change, and I thought, do you know, that's not the way I'm going, and I went the way I did go, with a small publisher, and the rest is, So when it was in its first incarnation, I'd called it Missing while I was working on it, and then Have You Seen My Daughter was the name that I gave it when they saw it. And I was thinking about titles. It got me thinking about titles because I'm needing a title for the book I'm working on, and I've been brainstorming that with my husband while we've been here on holiday, and at last I've got a title that I think I'm happy with. So it really helps because once I know the title, I can edit the book with an eye to making sure that you, the reader, can see why that's the title. Because, sometimes, I don't know if you've ever done this, but you read a book and you think, why was it called that? And you haven't found any reason throughout the book for that name. And I find that frustrating, so I always try to make the names relevant. I don't know if you've sussed the relevance of the names of Searching for Summer's obvious, Traces of Red. You can tell me in the comments what you think, why I called it Traces of Red. And perhaps we should put a spoiler alert here, because those who haven't read the series, we might give spoilers to that, mightn't we? And similarly, Rusty Gold. Did you discern why I used those titles? I'm sure you did. So let's see if you're right, and we'll can have a little bit of a discussion on that. But yeah, for me, coming up with the titles is often a difficult thing, and my husband is really good at helping me. We brainstorm, and sometimes it's him that comes up with it, sometimes it's me, but usually it's him. He's got a great sense of how to make a wee, I don't know, what would you call it, I don't know, a pun or different things, different ways that he says things, and it just sometimes is catchy. So that's what I thought I'd chat about today. So I hope you're all having as much sunshine as I'm having. I'm going to have to cover up a bit, I think, tomorrow, because that bit, don't want it to have a bar of brown or red and a red nose and a chin. You never can win, can you? I think the sunshine caught me by surprise a bit, and I didn't have sunscreen on. So anyway, I'll let you get back on with your day, and I hope you're enjoying any reading you're doing, and I hope it's my book you're reading. Do please, if you are, tell others if you're enjoying it, get things going. I actually, the cottage we live in, I had a wee chat with the lady who owns it today, and she loves to read, and so I've given her one of my books. And the best thing about that is that she also belongs to two, not one, but two book groups that she goes to, live ones. And I said, well, if you like the book, maybe you can mention it there. So who knows, I might have some readers there. I hope so. I like to have new readers. I like to think that the work I do, it takes me a long time to write a book, and I love to think that people are enjoying that. I can give pleasure, because that's, I think it's what, for me, writing's about. It's a giving thing. It's something I can give. I can give entertainment, pleasure. I can give something to you. And so if there's, expand my readership, that's lovely. It means I could give pleasure to more people. And for me, that's what makes writing worthwhile, if I realise that it's being enjoyed. So really will go this time, and I'll say bye and see you.